I wish you could understand me. But the truth is, understanding me isn't a passive reception. It's a skill, a process. And not everyone knows how to listen to emotional language without panicking. You say you like me, that you genuinely care. And I don't doubt the emotion itself. I doubt the literacy of it. Because liking someone is one thing. Understanding them is emotional engineering. I'm not complicated for the sake of being complicated. I'm dense because every emotion I carry has a past, a root, and a consequence. I feel deeply, and I express late, but when I do, my words aren't decoration. They're revelation. You may like the warmth of me, but you haven't studied the blueprint of me. That's the gap you keep falling into. Let's be honest here. You enjoy the feeling I give you, but you don't yet comprehend the storms that shaped it. And twin flame bonds don't break because someone lacks adoration. They strain when someone lacks emotional translation capacity. You like me when I smile. Do you understand me when I go quiet? You like me when I open up. Do you understand why it took years to get there? You like the softness. Do you recognize the discipline that carved it? Probably not yet. And that's fine. Awareness is step one. But don't confuse step one for mastery. I don't want a relationship built on admiration alone. I want comprehension. I want a bond that survives explanation, not avoids it. I like you too. But liking you didn't blind me. I see where your emotional vocabulary stops. And right now, you're emotionally monolingual in a bond that needs two languages. You expect me to feel less so you don't have to level up. I expect you to grow taller so the depth doesn't scare you anymore. That's the real clash. You think absence means the bond is weak. Absence on the twin path means someone is studying themselves before they fail the test again. I don't want you to sugarcoat your affection like sparkles on a cupcake. I want you to understand the heat of the oven below it. You have a good heart. But a good heart without emotional comprehension becomes accidental damage. And I refuse accidental love at this stage of my awakening. I wish you could understand me, yes? But I'm not shrinking my truth to make it easier to swallow. You need to stretch your emotional spine, not demand I compress myself. Love that can't be translated becomes pain. Pain that is translated becomes purpose. You like me, but you don't yet understand the language of me. The pauses, the depth, the delays, the scars turned soft, the intuition that sees through masks. Understanding me means listening when nothing is being said, not weaponizing silence, not fleeing emotional accountability, not interpreting depth as drama. Do you do that right now? No. That's why you keep feeling like I'm hard to read. You're not losing the connection. You're losing the manual. Let me tell you something clearly. I don't doubt that you like me. I doubt that you understand the responsibility love demands in this bond. Twin flame affection always begins emotional. Transformation always finishes energetic. But union only starts when ego stops interrupting the articulation process. I wish you could understand me, but the wish isn't the problem. The practice is. So here's the real call to growth. If you want to keep a place in my heart, study the language of emotion without ego translation errors. Ask questions without defensiveness. Hold silence without assuming abandonment. Let depth teach you instead of trigger you. Don't flee confrontation, flee confusion. Then maybe you'll understand me. And if you understand me, I don't even need you to like me loudly. Quiet comprehension hits deeper than loud affection ever could. So don't give me poetry about liking me. Give me proof that you can read emotional energy without collapsing into ego panic mode. Because that is how love stops being a question and becomes a home. Right now, you're still in the "I like her" phase. You need to evolve into the "I comprehend her without threat" phase. And that's the only version Reunion will accept.